You open the thread again. The same words. No answers. Fingers hover, waiting for something that won't come. Each glance rebuilds the frame of pain. You know it, yet the screen stays lit. The loop runs. Silent, familiar, invisible. Why hold what's already gone? You think checking proves control. Does it? Each tap, another anchor to loss. The mind says it's just a moment, but moments stack. They build chains. You see them. You still scroll. The cost isn't loud. It's quiet. A slow leak. Each revisit erodes presence. You don't cry. You don't rage. But the weight grows. Numbness creeps. Not from their absence, but from your return. The system falters. Not because they left. Because you keep opening the door they closed. Epictetus said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Their choice was never yours. Their silence isn't your sentence. Each time you look back, you choose the chain, not them. The loop isn't theirs, it's yours. What's kept that no longer keeps you? You call it memory. Is it? Or is it a trap, dressed as meaning? You pause. The screen waits. The choice isn't theirs. It never was. The loop runs until you step back. A single breath cuts deeper than their words ever could. You think knowing why ends pain. Their reasons will unlock the weight. You trace their words, replay their silence. Each piece, a key to release regret. The mind builds a case. If you understand, you'll stop hurting. That's the deal, isn't it? Reasons don't erase loss. They deepen it. Each why, another thread in the loop. You seek their truth, but find your own numbness. The answer you chase isn't theirs. It's yours. You think it's clarity. It's a trap. The mind spins. The weight stays. What's gained by mapping their absence? Their choice doesn't hold your breath. You pause. The question isn't why they left. It's why you keep asking. The loop breaks when you detack from the need to know. Cut 1. The urge to explain. The phone sits there, silent. You stare at it. Fingers twitch, ready to type. One message. Just one. To ask why. To demand reasons. To make sense of their silence. You've done it before. Drafted the words. Deleted them. Sent them anyway. Each time, the same weight. Pain doesn't lift. It sinks deeper. You tell yourself, this time, it'll be different. Their answer will free you. But the screen stays blank, and you're still here, explaining again. Seeking reasons builds a cage. Every why, another bar. You think understanding their choice dissolves regret. It doesn't. It tightens the loop. The mind spins, replays their words, their absence. Each question, a hook. Not in them, in you. The cost isn't their silence. It's your voice, lost in the chase. You don't see it, not yet, but the system falters. Not because they won't speak, because you keep asking. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Their betrayal is done. Your questions keep it alive. Each demand for clarity rebuilds their power. Not over you, over your mind. You think explaining is control. It's not. It's surrender. To a story that's already ended. To a weight you don't need to carry. The truth isn't in their words. It's in your choice to stop. Don't type. Don't send. Not explaining isn't weakness. It's a cut. Clean. Cold. You pause. The urge rises. Let it pass. Like a wave, it breaks. the mind clears. Not because you know, because you choose to release. The message stays unwritten. The phone stays dark. You stay here, present, not chasing their shadow. You don't know anything. The loop doesn't need your voice. It needs your silence. A breath to see what's left. Cut 2. Checking the past. The screen glows. Their profile still there. You scroll. Old posts, old stories. A moment frozen. You tell yourself it's just a glance. Harmless. But the heart sinks. Each swipe, a pull. Not toward them. Toward pain. You know the ending. You've seen it. Yet the finger moves. Searching. For what? A sign. A change. Something to rewrite loss. Nothing's there. The loop spins. You stay. Every check rebuilds the frame. You think it's memory. It's not. It's attackment, dressed as curiosity. Each visit strengthens the chain. Not to them, to regret. The mind tricks itself, says it's closure, says it's control. But the cost is clear. Presence fades. Numbness grows. Not from their absence, but from your return. You don't admit it, but you feel it. The system cracks, not because they're gone, because you keep looking back. What's gone was never yours. Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Their life isn't your story. Your gaze keeps it alive. Each scroll, a choice. Not theirs, yours. To hold what cuts, to chase what's empty. The truth isn't in their updates. It's in your pause. Not checking isn't surrender. It's command. Over the impulse. Over the loop. Step back. Close the app. Breath cuts the pull. The screen darkens. The urge rises. Let it pass. You don't need their present to hold your own. The past doesn't own you. You own the choice to detach, to stay here, grounded, not tethered to shadows. The void is where it clears. A phone lies face down. The world hums. Nothing moves but your breath. The silence isn't empty. It's enough. Cut 3. Suppressing pain. You smile, nod, say, I'm fine. The words slip out. Automatic. Easy. Nobody questions. Nobody sees. Inside, pain hums. A quiet ache. You push it down. Bury it. Under tasks. Meetings. Gym sessions. Keep moving. Keep busy. Don't stop. If you do, it rises. Shame whispers. You're not over it. You should be. So you hide. Act strong. The mask holds, but the weight grows. Suppressing doesn't erase. It builds. Each fine, another layer. Not of strength, of numbness. You think it's control. It's not. It's avoidance, dressed as bravery. The cost isn't visible. Not at first. But presence fades. Joy dims. The system cracks. Not because they hurt you, because you deny what's there. Pain isn't the enemy. Ignoring it blinds you. Epictetus said, what need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears. Pain signals it's real. Suppressing it cuts the signal. You lose the map, not just to them, to yourself. Sitting with it isn't weakness. It's clarity. Feel the ache. Name it. Not to dwell. To see. The truth isn't in pretending. It's in the pause. The breath that lets you stay. Don't run. Don't hide. Breath meets pain. The mask drops. The ache speaks. Let it. You don't need to fix it. Just observe. The weight shifts, not gone, but lighter. You stay here, present, not fleeing what's true. Pain doesn't mean truth. The room is still. A clock ticks. You sit, alone. Pain breathes with you. It doesn't own you. You see it, and stay. Cut 4. Chasing closure. You wait for their words, an apology, an explanation, something to seal the wound. You draft messages in your head, rehearse what you'd say if they'd listen. Each imagined reply, a key. To end the ache, to close the door. You tell yourself, closure comes from them, from their truth. So you hold on, check their silence, chase their shadow. The loop spins, pain stays. Chasing doesn't resolve, it binds. Each weight, another thread. Not to peace, to attachment. You think their answer will free you. It won't. It deepens loss. The mind builds a story, says closure is owed. But the cost is clear. Presence erodes, clarity fades. The system falters, not because they won't speak, because you keep waiting for a door that's already shut. Seneca said, "You suffer more in imagination than in reality." Their silence isn't your sentence. Your chase keeps it alive. Closure isn't theirs to give. It's yours to take. Let go isn't defeat. It's command. Over the need, over the loop. The truth isn't in their words. It's in your choice. To release, to end the weight. Don't ask, don't seek. Step back. The urge rises, let it pass. Their answer changes nothing. Your pause changes all. The door stays closed. You stay here, grounded, not tethered to their shadow. You can end without drama, a letter unwritten, a call not made. The silence holds no debt. You breathe, and the loop dissolves. Cut 5. Fear of trust. A new face, a kind word. You pause, pull back. The heart locks. Rejection hums. A quiet warning. You've felt it before. The sting, the silence. So you build walls. Say less. Stay distant. Safe. You tell yourself it's wisdom. Protection. No one gets close, no one cuts, but the weight grows. Isolation settles, not from them, from you. Withdrawing doesn't shield. It traps. Each wall, another bar. Not against pain, against presence. You think distance is strength. It's not. It's fear, dressed as caution. The cost isn't loud. It's silent. Connection fades. Awareness dims. The system cracks. Not because they might hurt you, because you've already hurt yourself by closing what could open. Marcus Aurelius said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Shutting down isn't truth. It's reflex. Trust isn't blind. It's a choice. Measured. Clear. Disengage without locking the door. Risk isn't loss. Clinging to fear is. The truth isn't in their actions. It's in your balance. To open without attachment. Step forward. Speak. Breath holds the line. The fear rises. Let it pass. You don't need walls. You need clarity. Their choice doesn't own you. Yours does. Stay here. Centered. Not sealed in shadows. Detachment is a form of respect. She smiled. Offered coffee. He nodded. Stayed silent. The door stayed shut. Not by her. By him. Detachment sees the difference. Cut 6. Overthinking why. The room is quiet. Your mind is not. Why did they leave? Why weren't you enough? The questions loop, relentless. Each thought, a replay. Their words, their silence. You search for meaning, a reason to make it fit. To make pain make sense, you tell yourself, if you solve it, you'll stop hurting. But the thoughts spin, faster, louder. Anxiety builds. The loop holds. You stay. Overthinking doesn't clarify. It clouds. Each why. Another knot. Not of truth, of attachment. You think answers will free you. They won't. They tighten. Regret. The cost isn't their absence. It's your presence. Fading. The mind builds a maze. Says solving it is control. But the system falters. Not because they left. Because you keep searching for a reason that doesn't exist. Epictetus said, there is only one way to happiness, to cease worrying about things beyond our power. Their choice isn't your puzzle, your questions. Keep it alive. Pause isn't avoidance. It's power. Over the spiral, over the loop. The truth isn't in why. It's in stopping, in breath, in letting the question dissolve. Don't chase the thought. Let it pass. Observe without answering. The mind hums. Let it quiet. You don't need reasons. You need stillness. Their why doesn't own you. Your choice does. Stay here, grounded, not lost in shadows. Stillness is enough. Marcus Aurelius, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The spiral stops when you do. Cut 7. Holding resentment. The anger sits, heavy, quiet. You don't shout, you don't curse, but it's there, burning low. Their betrayal, a debt, unpaid. You hold it tight. Tell yourself it's justice. They owe you pain, regret, something. So you carry it, replay their wrong. Let it simmer. Resentment grows, not loud, silent. It shapes your days. You stay. Holding doesn't balance. It breaks. Each grudge, another weight. Not on them, on you. You think it's strength. It's not. It's attachment, dressed as righteousness. The cost isn't their fault, it's your presence. Fading. Loss consumes. Not because they hurt you, because you keep the wound open. The system fails, not from their choice, from yours. To cling to what cuts. Seneca said, anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it. Their wrong is done. Your resentment keeps it alive. Release isn't forgiveness. It's command. Over the fire, over the loop. The truth isn't in their debt. It's in your choice to drop, to free your breath. Let it go. Don't feed the flame. Breath cuts the tie. The anger rises. Let it pass. You don't need justice. You need clarity. Their wrong doesn't own you. Your pause does. Stay here, centered, not chained to their shadow. Not doing is power too. A clenched fist opens. The weight lifts. Nothing is owed but your own stillness. Cut 8. Avoiding confrontation. You see their name, a message, a memory. The heart flinches, pulls back. You don't respond. Don't engage. Turn away. Tell yourself, it's peace. Better to stay silent. Avoid the pain. Avoid their words. Their truth. So you dodge, delete, walk away. You think it's over, but the weight lingers. Invisible, but there. The loop hums. You stay. Avoiding doesn't end. It delays. Each dodge Another knot. Not of freedom, of fear. You think it's control. It's not. It's escape, dressed as wisdom. The cost isn't their presence. It's your presence fading. Clarity dims. The system cracks, not because they're near, because you run from what's true, from what's yours to face. Epictetus said, "You become what you give your attention to. Avoiding them feeds their shadow. Your silence isn't stillness. It's denial. Withdraw without fleeing. Face the moment. Not to fight, to see. The truth isn't in their words. It's in your choice. To stand, to breathe through the flinch. Don't hide. Don't run. Observe the urge. The fear rises. Let it pass. You don't need to win. You need awareness. Their presence doesn't own you. Your pause does. Stay here, grounded, not lost in retreat. Silence isn't surrender. The phone buzzes, their name. You pause, breath holds. The moment passes, you're still here. Cut 9. Seeking validation. You post a photo, a thought. Eyes scan for likes, for comments, for proof. You're enough. Their betrayal left a hole. You fill it with others' nods, strangers' praise. You tell yourself it's harmless, a boost, a way to feel seen. But the screen refreshes, the high fades, emptiness returns. You check again, the loop spins, you stay. Seeking doesn't heal, it hollows. Each glance, another plea. Not for connection, for attachment. You think validation mends loss. It doesn't. It deepens shame. The cost isn't their absence. It's your presence. Slipping. Awareness fades. The system falters. Not because they left. Because you chase what can't hold you. Marcus Aurelius said, "The approval of others is not necessary for your peace. Their betrayal isn't your worth. Your search makes it so." Debt itch isn't isolation. It's command. Over the need, over the loop. The truth isn't in their likes, it's in your choice. To stop, to be here without proof. Don't check. Don't wait. Breath cuts the pull. The urge rises. Let it pass. You don't need their eyes. You need clarity. Others' words don't own you. Your silence does. Stay here, centered, not tethered to applause. You don't have to react. A screen darkens. No notifications. The silence isn't lack. It's yours. Cut 10. Denying pain. The day moves. You move with it. Work, coffee, smiles, all in place. Inside, a hum. Low, steady. Pain lingers. You shrug it off. Tell yourself, it's nothing. You're past it. Stronger now. No need to feel. No need to look. So you march on. Deny the ache. Bury it deep. The mask holds, but the weight grows. Invisible, but heavy. The loop hums. You stay. Denying doesn't dissolve. It builds. Each dismissal, another wall. Not of strength, of numbness. You think it's progress. It's not. It's avoidance, dressed as resilience. The cost isn't their betrayal. It's your presence fading. Clarity dims. The system cracks, not because they hurt you, because you pretend you're unhurt. Seneca said, "You must go through pain to come out of it. Pain is a signal. Denying it cuts the line. You lose yourself, not to them, to the lie. Sitting with it isn't surrender. It's truth. Face the ache, not to dwell, to see. The truth isn't in ignoring, it's in breath that meets what's real. Don't turn away. Pause. Observe the hum. The weight rises. Let it speak. You don't need to erase it. You need awareness. Their choice doesn't define you. Your honesty does. Stay here, grounded, not hiding from shadows. Pain doesn't mean truth. A quiet room, a single chair. You sit, pain sit too. You breathe and see it clear. Cut 11. Reacting impulsively. The message comes. Their name. A spark ignites. Anger. Hurt. You type. Fast. Words. Spill. Accusations. Questions. You hit send. Or you don't. But the urge burns. To respond. To strike. To show you're not invisible, you tell yourself. It's justice. It's truth. But the heart races. Pain drives. The loop spins. You stay. Reacting doesn't resolve. It traps. Each impulse, another chain. Not to them. To regret. You think it's strength. It's not. It's chaos. Dressed as control. The cost isn't their words. It's your presence. Lost. Clarity fades. The system breaks. Not because they spoke. Because you answered before you saw. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters." Their message isn't your sentence. Your response can be. Pause isn't silence. It's command. Over the spark, over the loop. The truth isn't in their provocation. It's in your choice to hold. To breathe before you move. Don't send. Don't strike. Step back. The urge rises. Let it pass. You don't need to prove. You need stillness. Their words don't own you. Your restraint does. Stay here, centered, not swept by shadows. You don't have to react. Two voices. One screams, "Say it now." The other waits. Breathe first. The second holds. Cut 12. Fearing emptiness. The night is still. No noise. No distractions. Just you. The quiet presses. A void opens. Emptiness hums, low, relentless. You reach for the phone, scroll, play music, anything to fill it. You tell yourself it's temporary, just a moment, but the silence scares. It feels like loss, like their absence carved a hole. So you run from the quiet. The loop spins, you stay. Fearing doesn't protect, it binds. Each escape, another weight. Not to peace, to anxiety. You think noise is safety. It's not. It's avoidance, dressed as comfort. The cost isn't their betrayal. It's your presence fading. Stillness slips. The system falters, not because they left, because you dread what's left when they're gone. Marcus Aurelius said, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." Emptiness isn't punishment. It's space. Fearing it fills it with shadows. Breathe into it isn't surrender. It's strength. Meet the void. Not to fight, to see. The truth isn't in distraction. It's in your choice to stay with what's real. Don't fill the silence. Pause. Witness the quiet. The fear rises. Let it pass. You don't need noise. You need clarity. Their absence doesn't define you. Your presence does. Stay here, grounded, not fleeing the void. The void is where it clears. A room, a single light. You sit, the silence holds. Nothing moves, but your breath. It's enough. Cut 13, pleasing others. You nod. Agree. Stay quiet. Their words land. You don't push back. You want peace. Their approval. So, you bend. Say what fits. Hide what doesn't. You tell yourself. It's easier. Keeps things calm. Avoids pain. But the cost builds. A quiet weight. Shame hums. For betraying yourself. To keep them. The loop spins. You stay. Pleasing doesn't connect. It erases. Each yes. Another cut. Not to them. To you. You think it's kindness. It's not. It's clinging, dressed as harmony. The cost isn't their rejection. It's your presence. Fading. Awareness dims. The system cracks. Not because they left. Because you trade your truth for their comfort. Seneca said, "No man can be sane who searches for what will injure him." Their approval isn't your anchor. Your need makes it so. Saying less isn't weakness. It's command. Over the urge, over the loop, the truth isn't in their nod. It's in your choice. To hold your ground. Don't bend, don't hide. Breath steadies. The urge to please, let it pass. You don't need their smile. You need clarity. Their wants don't own you. Your truth does. Stay here, centered, not shaped by shadows. Detachment is a form of respect. She asked his opinion. He paused, spoke his truth. Her smile faded. His breath held steady. Cut 14. Replaying memories. The mind drifts. A moment sparks. Their laugh. A shared glance. The past plays. Vivid. Warm. You linger. Let it run. Tell yourself, it's just a thought. Harmless. But the warmth fades. Pain creeps. The memory twists. What was, isn't. Yet you rewind. Replay. Hold tight. As if it's still yours. The loop spins. You stay. Replaying doesn't restore. It wounds. Each memory, another hook. Not to joy, to loss. You think it's love. It's not. It's attachment, dressed as nostalgia. The cost isn't their absence. It's your presence. Slipping. Clarity blurs. The system falters. Not because they're gone, because you keep pulling them back. Marcus Aurelius said, "The memory of everything is very soon overwhelmed in time. Their moments aren't your anchor. Your mind makes them so. Let go isn't erasure. It's command over the pull, over the loop. The truth isn't in the past. It's in your choice. To release, to breathe, now. Don't rewind. Pause. Observe the thought. The ache rises. Let it pass. You don't need their shadow. You need stillness. Their time doesn't own you. Your now does. Stay here. Grounded. Not lost in echoes. Let go isn't weakness. A photo in a drawer. Unopened. The past stays there. Your breath stays here. Cut 15. Blaming yourself. The quiet hums. A thought strikes. It's you. You weren't enough. Too much. Not right. Their betrayal. Your fault. You trace the moments. What you said. What you didn't. The mind builds a case. You're the reason. You broke it. Shame settles. Heavy. Silent. You carry it. Tell yourself. It's truth. The loop spins. You stay. Blaming doesn't explain. It binds. Each, if only, another chain. Not to clarity, to regret. You think it's insight. It's not. It's punishment, dressed as understanding. The cost isn't their choice. It's your presence. Fading. Awareness dims. The system cracks. Not because they left. Because you judge what wasn't yours to control. Seneca said, "You have no cause to complain of any injustice. You have only yourself to blame for your own suffering. Their actions aren't your verdict. Your blame makes them so. Release isn't absolution. It's command. Over the guilt, over the loop. The truth isn't in your flaws. It's in your choice to detach, to breathe free. Don't accuse. Pause. Witness the thought. The shame rises. Let it pass. You don't need to convict. You need clarity. Their choice doesn't define you. Your pause does. Stay here, centered, not chained to self-blame. You don't owe anything. A mirror, your reflection. No judgment, just breath. The weight lifts. You're still here. Cut 16. Hoping blindly. A flicker. A thought. They'll return. They'll see. They'll fix it. You hold the hope. Quiet. Stubborn. Tell yourself it's possible. A message. A call. Something to undo the pain. So you wait. Check. Imagine. The heart clings. Not loud. Silent. But it shapes your days. Loss lingers. The loop spins. You stay. Hoping doesn't heal. It holds. Each maybe another thread. Not to them, to emptiness. You think it's faith. It's not. It's attachment dressed as patience. The cost isn't their silence. It's your presence fading. Clarity blurs. The system falters. Not because they're gone, because you anchor to what's not there. Epictetus said, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do. Their return isn't your peace. Your hope makes it so. Let go isn't defeat. It's command. Over the wish, over the loop. The truth isn't in their change. It's in your choice to release, to breathe. Now, don't wait. Pause. Observe the hope. The pull rises. Let it pass. You don't need their return. You need stillness. Their choice doesn't own you. Your now does. Stay here, grounded, not tethered to illusions. Let go isn't weakness. A door ajar. No one enters. You close it. Breath remains. The silence is yours. Cut 17. Holding on to guilt. The night settles. A weight presses. You should have known. Could have done more. Their betrayal. Your failure. Guilt hums. Low. Relentless. You carry it. Replay your choices. What you missed. What you allowed. Tell yourself. It's accountability. Truth. But it's heavy. Silent. It shapes your steps. Regret grows. The loop spins. You stay. Holding doesn't redeem. It binds. Each I should have. Another chain. Not to growth. To shame. You think it's duty. It's not. It's punishment. Dressed as wisdom. The cost isn't their wrong. It's your presence. Fading. Awareness dims. The system cracks. Not because they left. Because you sentence yourself for their choice. Seneca said, "Every guilty person is his own hangman. Their betrayal isn't your verdict. Your guilt makes it so. Release isn't evasion. It's command. Over the blame. Over the loop. The truth isn't in your fault. It's in your choice. To detach. To breathe. Free. Don't judge. Pause. Witness the weight. The guilt rises. Let it pass. You don't need to atone. You need clarity. Their actions don't define you. Your pause does. Stay here. Centered. Not chained to self-blame. You don't owe anything. A journal page. Blank. No confessions, just breath. The weight lifts. You're still here. Cut 18. Chasing their approval. You adjust. Your words. Your actions. Their shadow lingers. A silent judge. You speak to please. Act to appease. Tell yourself. It's closure. A way to prove you're enough. Their nod. Your redemption. So you try. Shift. Mold. The effort hums. Quiet. Desperate. Pain drives. The loop spins. You stay. Chasing doesn't mend. It breaks. Each effort, another chain. Not to them, to shame. You think their approval heals loss. It doesn't. It deepens attachment. The cost isn't their silence. It's your presence fading. Awareness dims. The system falters. Not because they left, because you seek what they can't give. Marcus Aurelius said, "How much time he gains who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does." Their judgment isn't your worth. Your chase makes it so. Detach isn't rejection. It's command. Over the need, over the loop. The truth isn't in their eyes. It's in your choice. To stop. To be here. Whole. Don't shift. Pause. Breath holds steady. The urge to please. Let it pass. You don't need their nod. You need clarity. Their view doesn't own you. Your truth does. Stay here. Centered. Not shaped by their shadow. Detachment is a form of respect. A conversation ends. You don't explain. Their frown fades. Your breath remains. You're enough. Cut 19. Dwelling on their happiness. You see it. Their post. Their smile. A new life without you. The mind sticks. Replays their joy. Compares it to your pain. You linger. Tell yourself, it's just a thought. A glance. But the ache grows. Their happiness. A mirror. You're not there. Not enough. So you dwell. Silent. Bitter. The loop spins. You stay. Dwelling doesn't balance. It binds. Each thought, another weight. Not to truth, to envy. You think it's justice. It's not. It's attachment, dressed as fairness. The cost isn't their smile. It's your presence fading. Clarity dims. The system cracks, not because they moved on, because you haven't from their shadow. Epictetus said, "You become what you give your attention to." Their joy isn't your sentence. Your focus makes it so. Detach isn't defeat. It's command. Over the pull. Over the loop. The truth isn't in their life. It's in your choice. To release. To breathe. Free. Don't linger. Pause. Observe the thought. The ache rises. To let it pass. You don't need their pain. You need stillness. Their path doesn't own you. Your now does. Stay here. Grounded. Not tied to their light. You can end without drama. A screen fades. Their story ends. You breathe. Your story holds. It's enough. Cut 20. Clinging to hope. The heart whispers. A quiet wish. They'll see you. They'll regret. They'll come back. You hold it. Soft. Secret. Tell yourself it's harmless. A spark to keep going. But the spark burns. Pain hums. Tied to their shadow. You wait. Silent. Hoping. The future shapes your now. Loss lingers. The loop spins. You stay. Clinging doesn't lift. It chains. Each hope another thread. Not to them. To emptiness. You think it's strength. It's not. It's attachment. dressed as faith. The cost isn't their absence. It's your presence fading. Stillness fades. The system cracks, not because they're gone, because you anchor to what's not real. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Their return isn't your peace. Your hope makes it so. Let go isn't loss. It's command. Over the wish, over the loop. The truth isn't in their choice. It's in yours. To detach, to breathe. Here. Don't wish. Pause. Witness the spark. The pull rises. Let it pass. You don't need their regret. You need clarity. Their future doesn't own you. Your now does. Stay here. Centered, not tethered to dreams. Silence isn't surrender. A single candle. The flame flickers, then stills. Your breath holds the light. The phone lies still. Screen dark. No hum, no pull. The room breathes. Quiet. Your hands rest. Nothing moves, but the air in your chest. A moment held, not chased, not filled. Just here. A message not sent. A glance not given. You didn't reach, didn't run. Stillness caught you. Not loud, not grand. A pause where pain didn't drive, where loss didn't speak. The silence wasn't empty. It was yours. What's kept that no longer keeps you? Not their words, not their shadow. The question hangs, not to answer, to see. A mirror, cold, clear. You don't need to solve it. You don't need to move. Silence is a choice that holds. Breath is enough.